Creating a squeeze page for Bing Ads. Hopefully now you've gone ahead and you have chosen a niche and a product that you want to promote. If you haven't, hopefully you're at least thinking about it. And once you do have that niche, you're now going to want to go ahead and create a simple squeeze page with an attention-grabbing headline and a strong call to action. You can experiment with other designs, but when you're first starting out, I recommend you keep things simple. These are two examples of some very simple squeeze pages. This first one here, this is just for some free woodworking plans. It's very simple. I have a headline and a call to action. Very simple, not a lot on there. This is another one. This is for a little flashier, but this is for making money online. It's a simple headline, call to action, and this also has a picture of a pretty looking girl. Those type of ads and those type of squeeze pages do work really, really well with Bing Ads. And you really can, like I said, experiment with other designs, but really when you're first starting out, definitely keep things simple. And with your squeeze page, what you're going to want to do is as soon as someone submits their information, you're going to go ahead and send them off to a high converting offer. You can do that right inside your autoresponder. Just set your thank you page to be the affiliate offer that you're promoting or whatever offer that you're promoting. In your first autoresponder message that goes out, it should have a link to whatever your free offer was, along with a brief sales message for the offer that you're promoting. You can then follow up with your lead with more sales messages and free content that is related to your niche. Now, as far as rules go, I said Bing was very flexible with their rules, but there are a few things that you're going to want to have at a minimum. You should have a privacy policy page, a terms page, and a way to contact you. Those are very important. They'll help with your quality score a little bit. If you don't have a minimum of those things, you're going to have the absolute worst quality scores, or they might not even approve your ads. I also recommend that you set your autoresponder to single opt-in so that you can capture all the leads possible. But if you like using double opt-in, you can certainly use that. And like I said, you really don't even need to use a squeeze page if you don't want to. You could direct link, but you really should be using a squeeze page because you really do want to capture those leads so that you can sell to them related products, or at least the product, your main product that you want to promote. You know, you can market to them over and over and over again. I also recommend that before you send them off to that affiliate offer, you do use a redirect page after they opt in so that you can drop a tracking pixel. And that's not covered in this training. That's a little bit more technical, but you can do a Google search for it. Once you're inside of Bing Ads also, they'll show you how you can add your tracking pixel. It's really not that hard, but depending if you're on WordPress or a regular type of site, it's a little too complicated and not what I want to get into with this training here. But if you do need help with it, just let me know and I'll see if I can help you. Now, what you're going to want to do now is we're going to get started with Bing Ads. And getting started with Bing Ads is very easy. What you're going to do is you're going to go right to https://bingads.microsoft.com and you're going to sign up for an account. We'll go ahead and do that right now. All you do is you go right to Bing Ads. It'll bring us in right here. If you haven't signed up already, you can go ahead, sign up right here. Sign up right over here on the left-hand side. You can sign up. You can use your regular Microsoft account to go ahead and get logged in. And I'm going to go ahead and log in right now. But like I said, if you do need to sign up, just click on the sign up button. It's a very easy process to get started with Bing Ads. They don't require a lot out of you. You can either use an existing Microsoft account or you can create a new Microsoft account. But I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to log in here and I will see you on the inside. Okay, so here we are. We're right inside of Bing Ads. You can see we got in here without any problem. Once inside, what you're going to do is right up at the top of the screen, you're going to go ahead and click on the tools and then research keywords. And we'll go ahead and do that right now. You can see this right here. It's right up at the top here. It says tools. And there's all kinds of tools in here, but we're going to use the research keywords. You could also use the Google keyword tool, but I honestly, if I'm using Bing Ads, I like to use their tools. They have some nice features inside of their tools. So I'll go ahead and show you that right now. First off, what you can do is you can go ahead and find keywords related to a word or a phrase, or you can go ahead and strip out keywords from a website. I'm gonna use word or a phrase, and I'm gonna be promoting. This is my squeeze page right here that I've set up for this training, and I'm gonna be promoting Ted's Woodworking, and I'm gonna be giving away these 7 never before released woodworking plans as a freebie offer. So inside of Bing, what I want to do is the very first keyword I'm going to add is woodworking plans. Now, some people will tell you, oh, you should add dozens and dozens of keywords in here. I like to keep things simple, and I like to start out with my obvious keywords. And from here, it's going to be woodworking plans. We can choose advanced targeting options. I like to leave that pretty much stock. I'm in the United States, and the United States is really the only place for right now that I'm concerned with. I don't want to show brand names because you can get into trouble bidding on brand names. For device, you're going to want to put that on desktops and laptops. Okay? And then all you need to do right here, we can increase that so we can see more keywords. And we'll just go ahead and click on search. Okay? And as you can see, it's brought up all these different woodworking plans. So I can see that there is an awful lot of traffic that's available out here. I like to, if you click on any of these, let me tell you what each one of these is about. You have these different columns here. We have the keywords, we have last month's searches, we have the actual number of impressions that were shown, the actual number of clicks, and we can see how much it would cost if we were going to get all those clicks at their average cost per click. Okay? Because that's another one. We have the average cost per click. That's what each click per average is costing that much. I don't worry about that too much because I'm going to be starting out, when I do my bidding, I'm going to be starting out at the lowest possible bid. So I like to go ahead and just, if you click on any of those columns, what it's going to do is it's going to sort everything by high to low if you want, or low to high, however you want. So I can see how many clicks are out there, and I can see that, wow, just under woodworking projects and woodworking plans, there are a ton of clicks that are available. Now, once I see the keywords, I like to then go to Bing.com or Google.com and do a search for some of the keywords. And I do this to get some ideas on what I'm going to use in my ad. And then I like to go ahead and write down or copy and paste some of the ads that get my attention. So we'll go ahead and do that right now. We'll just go right to Bing and we'll do woodworking plans. Okay, and I like to just get an idea of what these ads are. And I'll tell you right off the bat, be a courteous marketer and don't go click on everyone's ads to see what they are. You're going to end up costing them money, and it's not very fair. You wouldn't want people to do that to you. What I'll do, if there is something that I do want to see, like if I want to see this squeeze page, I'll generally grab the address right from there rather than go ahead and clicking on the link. It's just not good business practice to go ahead and click on people's links. If you are going to click on links, try not to do it too much. Because I know it is tempting, hey, what is this guy promoting here? You want to see what they're promoting. But right now what I'm interested in is I just want to get some ideas on different ads. And you can see the ads here, the Bing ads there, these ads right here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have these ads right here. Okay, you also have the ads on the right-hand side. And then there's also going to be more ads right down here on the bottom. And you can scroll through for a couple different pages, get an idea on the different ads. Woodworking plans, it's not that exciting. And you can see one thing, make sure you don't have typos. That's not a good thing to have. But get an idea on the type of ad that you want to run. See something that you like, go ahead, copy it or write it down. And like I said, I do this to get a good idea of what I'm going to use in my ad. And the next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead, back at Bing, we're going to go ahead and click on campaigns and then create a campaign. And we'll go ahead and do that right now. Inside of Bing Ads, okay, right up top here you can see campaigns. And then right here over on the left hand side you can see it says create campaign. And what we're going to do is we're going to choose a search and content campaign. We're not going to do a product ad campaign. That's totally different type of campaign. So we'll go ahead and click on search and content campaign. And what you're going to want to do here is you're going to want to go ahead and give your campaign a name. I'm going to use it woodworking. Okay? And fill out your time zone. For your campaign budget, with campaign, I like to go ahead, make sure you start off with a low budget. I like to start with $5 to $10 a day only. Don't go more than that when you're first starting out. You might have a clinker. It might do horrible, and you could spend tons of money if you put a big budget on there. So just keep it to $5 to $10. And I'm going to leave my settings set for the United States, but if you're targeting different countries, you would choose your countries to target. And we'll go ahead and do that right now. We're going to go ahead and fill this out. I'm in the Eastern time zone. You'd fill out wherever you are. I'm in the United States. You would, once again, fill out wherever you are. You also have these advanced location options. You can show your ads to people only in your targeted location. You can show ads to people that are searching for or viewing pages about your targeted location. Or you can show your ads to people in searching for or viewing pages about your targeted location. With that, you could get some, out-of-country visitors, but generally, at least they're going to be English speaking. And later on, we could go ahead and target just specific countries if we wanted to. But for right now, I'm happy with how it comes standard. Okay. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and create our ad. And like I said, we're going to create these ads that are based off of the ads that you wrote down. Just please make sure that you do not copy other people's ads. Use them as a starting point. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Right here, you can see when we have the ad type, we're going to be choosing a text ad, not a mobile ad. And for our ad title, we'll go ahead, fill out the ad title, the ad text, and we'll go ahead and do that right now. So I've gone ahead, I have my ad title here, awesome woodworking plans, and then I have my ad text. Get these awesome woodworking plans before you visit any other site. We'll then go ahead and add our destination or our display URL. I want to just display my main site there. And then for the URL, what you want to do is you just want to go ahead and get the URL of the page that you're going to be using and just go ahead, paste that right in there. Okay, and you can see exactly what the ad is going to look like. And I don't like, because I used up all my letters here, the side ad, it's going to be on 2 different pages. So I'm going to go ahead and replace with awesome with great. Get these great, and I'm going to just change that word right there. Might not be the best decision, but this is my first ad with my first ad group, so I'm not too worried about it right now. I think that what I have here, it says exactly what they're getting. I'm telling them, hey, before you visit anywhere else, go ahead, get these woodworking plans. So I'm hoping that this ad will work good enough for me to start. And now it's time to start adding the keywords. So what we're going to do is right below here, we're going to go ahead and click on the research keywords. Okay, if we go scroll right down here, bid type, we have keywords or placements. We're going to be using keywords, and then we can research keywords. And we could just use that. You can see it says find keywords on the destination websites for your ads, but I want to find keywords containing a word or a phrase. And once again, we're going to use woodworking plans, and then we're going to go ahead and you can see down here, we can use content, exact, phrase, or broad for the type of search. I like to just use broad when I'm starting out. And for this particular ad group, we're going to click on search. And what it's going to do is it's going to give me all the keywords that are related to to the woodworking plans. And what you can do here is we can go ahead and search and select the keywords that we want to do. So you want to just spend a little bit of time. Like you can see, I don't want woodworking ideas or some of these other suggestions that they have here for me. I want to use things that are related to woodworking plans. So I'm going to use woodworking projects, woodworking plans, and you can see it's very nice. They show you the search volume for last month, so you can see there's thousands of people that are looking at these. Just go ahead and click on all these that I think are going to be relevant to my website. Woodworking tips, I don't know if I want that. I might throw it on there, seeing how I'm going to be paying such low amount. But I don't want woodworking magazines, woodworking plan, woodworking project. So just go here and scroll the different keywords that you want in your campaign, in this ad group that we're going to have, and go ahead and click on add. Okay, and right now you can see that these are all added over here, and they're showing the suggested bid, and this is first page bid. If we wanted to be on the first page, they're telling us, hey, we're going to have to pay up to 80 cents for some of these. Don't worry about that for right now. You're not going to be paying those bid amounts. We're going to only be paying the 5 to 10 cents that we want to pay. We don't want to pay these big astronomical amounts. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just go ahead and click on save. And it'll take just a second. You can see it's saved. And on this page here now, what we want to do is we're going to go ahead and set our bids low to start, only 5 to 10 cents for both the search and content networks. And we also want to make sure that we choose only desktops and tablets under devices. And once we do that, once again, we're going to go ahead and click save. So we'll go ahead and do that right here. I'm going to go ahead, change these to 05. That is the minimum bid required. Okay. We're going to go ahead. We can do our advanced targeting options. I'm not worrying about any of that. I'm also not worrying about any of these things here. We can go ahead and decide if we want to, exclude ourselves from websites. We can decide if we want ad distribution of where our ads are going to appear. I'm going to leave all that standard right now, just at the default settings for right now. The important thing on this page is to make sure that we've gone ahead and selected only 5 cents and this right here. See this right here? It's almost hidden here. Under devices, we want to uncheck smartphones. That's very important. Make sure that only desktops and tablets are selected. And then all we have to do is go ahead and click on save. And our first campaign is up here. This part right here, it's kind of important because we don't want our bids to get out of control. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click on the keywords and then select all the keywords and then edit to change the current bids to your preferred bid amount, being either 5 to 10 cents. So all we have to do is click on keywords right there. It'll take just a second to load up. Okay, and you can see that the current bid, it's way higher than really what we wanted. So right over here where it says this little box right here under keyword, if you select that, all the buttons are going to be selected. All those keywords are going to be selected. And if you have a lot of keywords in here, go ahead and extend your rows out to 200 rows. I only have very few keywords in here right now, so it's not that much. So go ahead, select that, and then over here where it says edit, go ahead and change your bids. So you can see change current bids. And what we want to do is we want to set our current bids. We can do a bunch of things here. You can increase, decrease, but what we want to do is we want to change our current bids to 0.05. And then just go ahead, apply. And then you'll see all of our keywords have now been bumped down to only 5 cents. And it can take up to 24 ads. It can take up to 24 hours for your ad to become active, and up to another 24 hours for your stats to start showing. So beware, make sure that you're aware of that. It's not going to be instant, but once they do approve you, the traffic does start flowing nicely. So you have now created one campaign with one ad group. And what you can now do is you can create new ad groups just like you created the first, this time based on a new main keyword. Like we started our keyword grouping, our first ad group was based on woodworking plans. So we can now base other ad groups off, definitely still in the woodworking niche. I still want to be sending people to that same squeeze page, but we can be using different keywords to get the rest of our keywords when we use the Google or when we use the keyword suggestion tool there. And the idea is to create many different ad groups, each based off one main keyword. And I recommend you set up conversion tracking inside of Bing or with a conversion tracking program if you have one. And that will allow you to track your conversions and get rid of keywords that aren't working that well. And the way that you do that, you can see this right up here, is there's a new way to create and track your goals in Bing. And if you just click on that, you'll then be able to set up a tracking pixel. And this would be something that you would set up on your download page. You just create a goal and it walks you through how you're going to set that up. It's not that difficult to do. That's it. We've started our first campaign. We've got our first ad group, and hopefully now you're comfortable with how this works. We can go ahead and add new ads. We can create new ad groups. There's all kinds of things you can do from inside of here. We're just doing the basics. We want to just start getting traffic to our site without too much trouble. That concludes this video. I'll see you in the next video.